What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reviewing a video titled My Ex Still Pays My Bills. So apparently this clip has been going viral. What are your initial thoughts?
I don't have words for this. I've seen it like circulating around as well, and so far I don't like what I hear. We'll get into it and I'll talk more as we go, but
yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video, guys. So here we go. All right, guys, make sure you don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Help us out reach our goal to 10,000 subscribers. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So here we go.
So I look at it in two ways. So I personally feel like that person has taken me from one space or level in my life to another. So I'm forever grateful. And I also, in the same note, feel like if I was to ever be in the space that I could repay in any way, shape, or form, that I would. You know what I mean? But and the other side of me is like, you can't take it back anyway, so it doesn't matter because you've already placed me at this space. So it's like, yeah, unless you want me to fake be with you to keep my, then let's just be friends, and it didn't work, and that's that. But you got to continue to, you know, your credit is gonna get messed up. I don't know.
But he continued paying it.
He did continue. He's
He's still paying it.
Yeah.
And you with another dude.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's been like I've been with my guy maybe like going on 1 year, and he's been paying my.
Well, I would love to meet your guy. I would really love to meet him because those.
All right, so what are your thoughts on this? Like, it seems like she's just using men like a wallet. Like, there's no respect there. And it seems like she's operating as a child because ultimately she's saying that she would mess up his credit if, I guess, he moves on or if he stops paying her bills. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
this is just the level of entitlement that just kills me. Like, it's just for her to say, because I was dating you and then you put me to this level, now you have to continue funding my lifestyle because you brought me to this point, correct? And she's just like, well, and then being petty about it, being like, oh, like, I'm not gonna leave because it's gonna mess up your credit and then you're already paying for it. And like, I've been with my man for over a year and her ex is still paying for everything. Yo, this is ridiculous. What kind of nonsense is that?
Right, and this is just a prime example why having money but a lack of an abundance mindset, why they don't go hand in hand. Because if you have an abundance mindset and you had money, the guy in this scenario, he should be able to move on. So the fact that he has money, he's able to facilitate this lifestyle, but he's still putting up with this, leads me to believe that he doesn't have an abundance mindset, right? But
yeah.
Let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what else she has to say.
And one man want to stay in that house that another man is paying the bill for. I gotta question him. Because there's no man that's gonna be like, I just don't know him. That's like, this nigga still, once he finds out, like, that nigga still paying the rent here, he gonna be like, nah, we gotta get in the crib.
He knows?
No, he know I gotta. They both. Everybody know everything.
He's nice. He's nice.
I want to hear this.
Yeah.
But what was your question? I'm sorry.
My thing is, what kind of man? This is no judgment.
How does my man feel?
I mean, obviously he's okay with it.
My man feels like, while we have this opportunity, let's stack our bread. So when when it's
like you, then that's why y'all together. That's what that is. Y'all two are both like, we're trying to come up.
I wasn't sneaky because if I was sneaky, I would have stayed with the man.
No, I don't mean sneaky like you hiding.
I would. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, your man is on some like, oh, if that nigga gonna pay the rent, then we gonna come up off him.
So your man think he's a sucker.
I mean,
and he thinks. A sucker.
Yeah, my man does think that.
You think he's a sucker?
He thinks that, but I don't think that. No, that's my friend.
That was your little brother.
I feel like
your little brother.
If it was if like
or your father.
Let's
be honest.
I have a son. If my son was well off and he decided to put a woman in a car, I would feel like that's disrespectful for you to take. You should have never put that woman in that car.
I agree with that.
That's how I feel, and I raise
could use that money in that car.
Then he should have thought of that in the budget from day one when he initially got the car.
So
you know what I mean? Because
basically getting his heart by cheating. Remember, I said cheating is the only reason.
No, cheating is different.
All right, yeah.
Cheating is different. I feel like if someone cheats on you, then yeah, you should take the stuff away because they're being sneaky. They're using you. You know, they're using you. But if you're open.
All right. So what are your thoughts on that? She's basically telling her son to facilitate a life for an ex and the ex's boyfriend.
Yep.
Like, this is the modern woman. They're pretty much creating soft men for the next generation. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm just so shocked how she's trying so hard to rationalize and really just be like, no, everything makes sense. I've calculated everything. I put it in the, like, it's so ridiculous to me how she's really trying to push being like, this all makes sense, guys. I'm trying to tell you how it makes sense so you understand, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's just so far out at this point. I'm so disappointed that she's teaching her son how to have this kind of behavior as well moving forward, like in his life. Get out of here. No, that's
right, because she's pretty much teaching her son not to have a backbone, just to be a pushover.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having a son, you know, sacrificing, putting him in school, spending all this money, and he's just a wallet for a woman and her man. Like, it's just crazy how these modern women are thinking. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what else she has to say.
okay.
About things like I was in this relationship where it just wasn't working, but we remained friends and he was still paying that during our friendship. And then maybe like 5 months later, I got with my guy. You know, you're not gonna stop.
Have you ever seen your man before and kind of was like, why don't you just pay this shit so we don't gotta worry about him? Like,
yeah, we can just get him out of here.
But he don't have a. Neither have given me an issue to where I had to feel like that. You know what I mean? So it's not like that man has ever placed me in a space like the guy that pays my bills or pays whatever. He's never told me like, yo, you gotta figure this out.
Do you
know
see
what I
your
mean?
man but when you see your man, do you see him as a provider? Because he's not really providing for you. Or
No, he does in every other way. Like providing for me, like what? Just our home?
I mean, who's more important to you right now? Your boyfriend or the one that's paying for your shelter?
They play different roles in my life. You know what I mean?
One's for money and
I mean,
one's for
obviously,
love.
no. Like my man is my man. Like I'm gonna put him above anybody.
So one's for love and one's for money.
I'm not with the other person.
But respectfully, right? Just because we're not judging you at all.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Ideally, yes, I've dated a guy who was very wealthy. When we separated, he was still paying the bills, right? Under the contingent and the understanding that I'm not fucking with nobody else. So I hid that I was in another relationship for a while. Did I ever discuss with the other significant other that this man was still paying the bills? Like, yes. But you know what happened eventually? Eventually he said, yo, if you're going to be with me 100%, you got to move out of that apartment. Whatever attachment you have with this man, you got to wrap that up. Or you're saying to me that you're trying to have your cake and eat it too, which is a bad analogy because if it's my cake, I can eat it, right? All of it. But the thing about it is, it's like who's getting he still has a piece of you. So now I have to decide what kind of future I want with this other man. Is he just something to fly by night and I'm having a good time with? Because if that's so, then I'm going to have my cake and eat it too. I'm going to keep this one paying my bills, which is lovely, and this other one doing whatever role he plays. But if I'm trying to take it to the next level, then at some point, even me moving into a man's house and that bed is already there before I got there, we got to get new furniture, sweetheart. Mm-hmm. It's time to get a new mattress and everything. I don't want the mattress you've been sleeping on with the other. My dad passed away, right? And my mom moved on. This is like super personal. And my mom moved on. And it caused an estranged relationship between the two of us because how I found out she moved on, the man was staying in the house that my father passed away in. Mm-hmm. He was sleeping in the bed that my father had slept in for years. And so it caused so much hurt to me because I said, what man still wants to sleep in the bed that this man was humping and thumping and they had memories and shared, and I felt like I would have respected him. Well, I can't control who my mother moves on with. I can't change that dynamic. He'll never be my father. But respectfully, I felt like if he had any long-term plans with my mom, he would have said, listen, I can't sleep here tonight and I can't move in this house. We can get our own.
I mean, all right. I mean,
sorry for her loss, right? I mean, you never wish that on anyone, but it seems like she's operating with unresolved issues, and it seems like she's speaking from a place of trauma. But what are your thoughts on that?
The one word just comes to mind is just dysfunction, right? Like I think with the woman who's initially talking about like her ex-man is paying for this and then her man is okay and then my son and it's too much. Like it's actually too much. Yeah. Why are you putting yourself in this situation? This is not normal and it doesn't need to be this way. Mm-hmm. And I just question why the guys are okay with it, to be honest with you. Like I don't know why they're allowing all this because she's in the middle of it, right? Like if she wasn't in the picture, like then it wouldn't be as much of a chaos situation. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, relationships are reflective, right? So again, if a guy had an abundance mindset, he would not be in this scenario. Like the first whiff of this type of scenario, like he would be out and he would just move on to the next woman. Mm. So the fact that he's being embarrassed on the internet, you know what I mean? Mm. She's openly admitting that she is, I guess, playing both roles with different guys
and being taken advantage of.
And being taken advantage of. And you're okay with it as a guy. Like, it just, you know what I mean? Like, it's just too much. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what else they have to say.
Now look, I was with you. Now Holiday.
Yeah.
The man met your beautiful mother. God bless both of them. Mm-hmm. Why this man gotta buy a whole new damn house? Let me talk though. All right, I'll let y'all go. Like, let's be realistic. If I meet a woman that has a beautiful condo that her man has bought her, and I walk in there, the last thought on my mind is like, oh shit, she was getting I gotta buy her a whole new condo. I'm not doing that. Listen, I ain't a real nigga then. I'm gonna go in there and say, damn, old girl hooked this and I'm gonna try to add to the spot, like a new mattress, you know, maybe some bigger TVs
That's
in
what
this
we
bitch.
did.
I'm gonna spice it up. But it's like, y'all put so much pressure on men financially. It's like, that's just too much pressure. So if I meet a girl and she comes to my house, right? Should that girl feel like, well, I'm El Guapo and this bed has been used and abused probably, buy a new mattress. That to me is like, girl, you are doing a bit much.
I'll buy it for you.
I get you. Now that's different. You can buy me a gift though. But don't have these girls out here watching this video like every man I meet.
But are you gonna take the bet back when y'all break up?
Every man I meet.
No, he can have it.
Every man I meet has to buy me a new mattress. Don't be putting that on no man. And don't have these girls watching this video thinking that every man they meet, oh, I love your apartment. We gotta move. Why? Because full.
No, that's
not realistic.
That's not what I'm saying.
Let me go. I took it like that. I took it like you said that your mom's boyfriend, maybe your mom has to be at least 50. All right? So let's just say a 50-year-old man should not have to buy a new house for his new woman. You have a house. You've been blessed with a house. I'm dating you. We're going to make this our house. And I'm going to add to it, help with the bills, and be a part of your house.
But the man is no longer, listen, hold on, but the man that's no longer living there isn't still paying the rent there, isn't still paying the mortgage there, isn't still contributing to that household being a household while another man is staying there. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm telling you this though, every man that meets a woman that has a house, a home, does not have to feel like I have to upgrade the whole house, new sheetrock, and that's too much on a guy. It should be, listen, I had a husband before I met you, and he took care of me in this house. As my new man, let's come through and help do the same thing.
Exactly.
But as far as him saying a whole new house, that's pressure that men don't need and don't have women thinking that.
But I don't mean he has to put up all the money to move us into a new place, a new space. What I mean is, for example, my man now, his apartment already existed with him, and he had one with him and his baby moms at one point. He's like, come stay with me. I don't want to stay there.
Extra.
All right, what are your thoughts on this? Like, does this sound normal to you? Like, is this normal behavior? Like, I have to call up my mortgage broker to take out another mortgage just to please you.
Yep. Because I deserve everything, and if we break up, I get the new house and I get the one that we're living in now, and then you have to go figure it out for yourself. So I get everything. And
if we break up, you got to take back your mattress? Like,
I take everything. No, I take the car. I take everything you bought. It's mine now. That's what they're trying to say.
Like, the entitlement is off the scale at this point in time.
I don't even know how to put this into words, how stupid this all sounds, to be quite honest with you. Like, yeah. I don't know why they're trying to sit here and one chaotic situation after another, you know what I mean? And the girl, oh my God, these girls, I don't know where in the States this is. I don't know if this is New York. Stay away. Like, if this is what the girls are like in New York or whatever, this is different.
But this is
different.
This is nationwide.
Oh, come on.
This is nationwide, I'm telling you. Because again, when I was single, I was dealing with these types of issues, these types of entitlement. And for a guy, if you don't have your stuff together with an abundance mindset, these types of women are just gonna swallow you whole and spit you out. Honestly,
oh my God.
they're literally just getting famous off of weak men. Like, that's what it is at this point. But
imagine like actually having your own place, right? Like, let's say it's your place, okay? I have my place. I've been living in this condo for a while now. And then let's say I'm a guy, right? I have a new girl, and then she comes stays with me, and then we break up. She's like, you gotta leave. This is my place now. Like, oh, and your car, mine now. Like, it's just, this is so stupid to me.
Let's continue. Let's just wrap up this video.
Okay.
whatever, call it what you want. I'm gonna stay at my place and you stay at yours, and then when we find a place mutually for us to live in together, we get a place together.
What the?
Well, it's
I'm
not,
sorry.
it's not
No,
fully.
T.
It's not fully extra because I know I left my relationship, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I will not move a man in my place until I get another place. I don't want a man in that bed with me because that's my ex and that's our environment. So I probably get new furniture if I'm gonna move a man in or go to somewhere else because all the memory of my ex is in that apartment. So I wouldn't feel comfortable having. My new man in that bed at all. That's why
I got a joke.
If my man had a mansion, and I don't care if he did the Playboy bunny lifestyle, I'm moving in. Tell me what happened and whatever happened.
I think y'all up here, right? And look, and now I love y'all, but I think y'all up here with Big Cat.
I have a question. What if, like, I didn't say like the whole story from the beginning, but like I was dating this person for like 4 or 5 years, and in the first 2 years, I supported myself, but also helped them build their business. And this, like, I dedicated all my space and time and everything to their personal business. And I ended up getting them like a $50,000 loan. I ended up doing like a whole bunch of things that set them up to be in the space where they were able to make $3,500, let's say, a night on their space or whatever. So then that's at the second year. I was probably like 23, 24 years old when I did that. So then when the person got me the car and the apartment and everything, I was like 27, but our relationship was already like, dying off. We were like friends, but you know what I mean? And to this day, he pays for it. So does it make it different that I helped him become more established or get into a space where those bills are able to be paid off because I helped him get there, even though we're no longer together?
When you say it that way, it is different because now he feels entitled. There's an entitlement now. He feels entitled that he owes you, just like you said. If you were in this relationship and you owe him so much, when you got your first big check, you're gonna give him some money because you're like, thank you.
Yeah, great.
That's what he's doing for you. Right. He's saying, thank you for helping set me up. Without this, I wouldn't have this. And for that, I don't care that you're dating somebody else. I just want to make sure you're straight. I want to make sure you're okay. That is a different narrative.
That changes the whole narrative.
Yeah. So that's like the full story.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and end this video. I mean, she said that she took out a loan at 23. I think that's straight cap because why didn't you say that at the beginning of the video? Like, why are you now saying it towards the end? And even if you did take out a loan, like I still did the work. And now she's 27, 28. Like, when does it stop, right? Like, am I continuing to facilitate your lifestyle? Like, am I going to do this forever? You know what I mean? You're with a new man. At this point in time, your new man should be taking over these responsibilities, right?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
No, because especially at this point, she said it's been a year since she's been broken up with that guy and she's been with the new guy, right? She's been dating the new guy for a year.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's kind of just like, okay, how long is she expecting this to kind of ride out? Because she's just like, I'm chilling. No one's saying anything. So until the guy is like, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore, she's just going to let it ride out until he decides like otherwise, right? So it's all dependent on him if he wants to stop or not. But I guess the whole thing is that if he says it, she's going to ruin the place or ruin his credit or something, right? So again, this is such a freaking mess. Like, I don't know why... If she's lying, if she's not lying, I don't care. Her character and how she's maneuvering the situation is just very telling. And again, like, she's low-key an opportunist, I think. When she's talking about the mansion and all that kind of stuff, I don't care if he did whatever, if he had a mansion, I'm in. Like, you can't kick me out now. I'm in the mansion, I'm stuck here, too bad. Now you gotta find a new mansion to stay in. Like, this is just a different level. I don't know.
Like, it's so interesting. Like, some of these modern women are like, yeah, I don't need a man. You know, I'm boss babe, independent. And then when it's time to leave the mansion and the lifestyle, you don't want to be independent. Now you want to be dependent.
I'm comfortable now.
On me. Yeah. So you want to pick and choose when to be independent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways, guys.
Jesus.
We're going to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.
Bye, guys.